Hello, welcome to a video. I am here in front of my bookshelf today because we are doing a book unhaul. Oh damn, I'm gonna have hella reflection from the lights, but otherwise it's really dark in here because that's the way it is.
You're just too good to be true.
Anyway, we're in front of my bookshelf. This is my mother's bookshelf. That's why it's such a freaking mess. Here's my bookshelf. Has a bottom but the bottom is just shoes and textbooks, so it's not very interesting. And the reason that we are by my bookshelf today, I'm gonna be doing a book unhaul. Now, I don't know how many books I'm actually unhauling because I have not actually looked at the shelf and seen what I want to get rid of, but I know there are things I want to get rid of. And I think I'm either gonna donate them to the English secondhand bookshop in my city, or I'm gonna sell them on an app. My criteria for getting rid of books: I'm getting rid of books that I either did not enjoy, books that I'm like, I could care less whether or not you're here or not, and books, yeah, that's basically it. And do not get your hopes up, it is not going to be a lot of books because I have hoarding problems. And I want to keep everything, but there are some books here that I absolutely despise and want to get rid of. But let's start up here. So, how are we going to do this? This book. Getting rid of this one. I think it's Eleanor in Park by Rainbow Rowell. I've had this for ages, like 4 years maybe. It was like a phase I had when I was like 14, 13, before I actually started like properly reading. I didn't like it when I read it the first time, and I never finished it. It turns out I was not a reading girly pop back then. Didn't pick up a book for another 2 years. Besides the fact that I just didn't enjoy it, I've also now recently learned that this book is extremely problematic with its themes and how it deals with stuff, and so I no longer want to keep this in my life. Don't think I'm ever gonna read this, and therefore we'll be getting rid of it. The Song of Achilles. I tabbed this book, but I will be getting rid of it. Ow. Controversial moment. I did not like it. Sorry. Nothing necessarily wrong with it. Just really not into Greek mythology. Not into it, couldn't care less. I think I was expecting something different than what it was. Maybe it was just hyped up too much on the internet that I was like expecting something and then it wasn't that, and so I was kind of just like utterly disappointed. It took me over a month to read this because I hated it. Like the writing was just not for me. I literally read this book for a month, and normally a book takes me tops a week. Tops, if it's slow, tops a week. This took me a month and I didn't read anything in between. It like literally put me in the worst reading slump. And I mean, as much as this is a beautiful book, beautiful cover, and I tabbed it, I'm gonna take the tabs out, I'm gonna sell this one because it's so popular. I didn't like it. Oops, sorry, getting rid of that one. I don't know what to do about this because up here, these are all books that I'm never gonna read again or look at again, probably in my life. But I can't get myself to get rid of them. Like, I don't have a direct displeasement for them, and so I feel the need to hoard them. Same thing with this shelf, basically. Am I gonna get rid of anything here? Because like, I have these two books that I don't ever plan on reading. I read these for school, English class. I read one of them from here and I read half of this. And again, I'm not gonna read these, but the hoarding problem, I can't get rid of these. I did actually kind of enjoy this one a lot. A Doll's House was really good. Why am I telling you this? This is an unhaul, not a what books am I keeping haul. Next up, I'm gonna get rid of these. So right here, I have the Red Queen, the Glass Sword book. These are the first two in the Red Queen series. There are like 5 more? I have no idea. There's a bunch more, but I really did not like the Red Queen. I thought I was bored, didn't like the fantasy, I didn't like the romance, I didn't like any of the characters, but I'm also hesitant to do, I'm never gonna pick this up. I've had this second book for years. I've had it for like 2.5 years. It's a little bit water damaged, unfortunately, but I'm not gonna read this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have so many different books that I want to read. I didn't like this. People always say the series gets better, but like, I really didn't like this. So I don't think this is gonna be anything for me. But now that I'm talking about it, I kind of want to keep it and give it another go. But then I'd have to reread this one because, no. Okay, I'm sad though because this is such a cute cover. Look at it, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. And so are the other covers, and I'm just so sad that I didn't like this. I want to keep it for the rest of my life because of how cute it is, but unfortunately I can't do that. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of this for no reason other than they're not the same size. I bought these off like a secondhand book app. The person didn't actually do anything wrong. They listed both of them as what books they were. I just don't want these two books in different sizes. I just really am one of those people who needs all their books to be the same size, especially if it's a series. And these are gorgeous. And I got them for so cheap because it was secondhand. But unfortunately, this is obviously not the right size. So I'm gonna get rid of this one and then buy this one in this size because obviously all my other books are this size, so I prefer to have both here. And I know where I can buy that. I just need to sell this one then, because obviously not the same size, and that bothers me. So I'm gonna get rid of that as well. And this is another one that I'm on the fence about, because I didn't really like this book at all. I thought it was crap, but I'm gonna keep it. And I don't want to explain why. Oh, I look like I own no book. 5 books and I'm freaking out. 5 books so far and I'm having a little meltdown over here. Yep, I'm gonna get rid of this book. I did not like this book. I was bored, wasn't for me. It's Less by Sean Greer. I don't know. I know a lot of people really enjoyed this. I just don't think I'm old enough. I just don't think this book is meant for my age group. I mean, I'm 18, like I don't relate to anything this man is doing at all, and I thought it was extremely excruciatingly boring. And again, it took me way too long to read. That's how I know I don't like books, is when they take me ages to read, because if I want to read a book, I will read it. I will. Like, I will put aside all my important tasks and read the book. So if I don't do that, I clearly don't like the book. And I read this in the summer, so alrighty. That was a nice fall, wasn't it? Anyway, I didn't like it. I'm not gonna read it again, and I don't want to look at it anymore, because I don't like it. Next up, Swimming in the Dark. I thought I was going to devour and love this, but once again, it just wasn't for me. A lot of people really love this, and I can see why, and the more I think about it, I'm like gaslighting myself into thinking I liked this book. When I first finished reading it, I gave it 2 stars, and now in my brain, I'm like, whoa.
It's actually really good. It was good. It was actually really good.
It wasn't really good. I mean, it was. Like, this is one of those things where the way I rate my books reflects what I like, right? I rate my books based off my enjoyment. I do not rate my books based off literary merit, obviously, because I rated Twilight 5 stars. This has an incredible literary merit, important themes, super good in that aspect, but just for me on my own time, not my thing, because I read for enjoyment and not to learn. But I want to keep it. I'm keeping this one. Next thing that I'm gonna get rid of, I'm actually not gonna get rid of this, I'm just gonna give it to my mother. It is Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. Another one that I just didn't like. Just not entertaining enough for me. I was bored. And that, to me, says I don't want to read it again. So, yeah, that about clears it up. I'm sure that eventually I'll be able to get rid of some more books. So these are all the books that I'm going to get rid of. It's literally 6 books. Why am I so dramatic? I'm so dramatic. So anyway, books I'm going to get rid of at the end of this video are Less by Andrew Sean Greer, Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell, Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo, Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, Last Sword by Victoria Aveyard, Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. So that's that. These are the ones I'm getting rid of. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I didn't offend you too much. If you agree with me, let me know. Yeah, I look forward to buying new books with the space I've now cleared up, because I got rid of a whole 6 books, everyone.
6 books! Round of applause!
Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.